Hello and welcome to the RetroTech 120p challenge. Today we're going to be playing Legendary Warrior Rygar, or Rygar Legendary Warrior, it's one of the two. Here is the entirety of the plot. It's telling you about Earth's creation and whatnot, and I am Rygar, this man who has got lovely trousers, not much of a shirt on. Yeah, he's got like a spinny disc that he fights people with. Well-known arcade classic, this. Very surprised it hasn't come up before. Quite a good game from what I remember. Very Kroll inspired, I think, with the disc there. But yeah, this was ported to quite a few things. It was ported to the Atari Lynx, the Commodore 64, the ZX Spectrum, the Amstrad CPC, the Master System, and it's one of these number reruns again, the X68000, and it had a sort of Metroidvania-esque effort RPG style thing on the NES, which is really good. If you haven't played it, give that a go. It's the best version of Rygar. It does its own thing. It reminds me a bit of what they did with Bionic Commando. So yeah, worth a go, that one. Certainly fills out what is quite a kind of a limited title. Not saying it's bad, but quite limited. Yeah, so RetroTech 120p challenge. Basically, you can have as many practice goes as you want, but as soon as you press record, that is your run. As I pick up very carefully that statue, like a good removal man, walk around it and then put it back again. He's very kind, is Rygar. You know, he doesn't want to create a mess. That he does it again. That's it. very, very kind of him to do so. So yeah. Enemies in this are a bit weird though, aren't they? That headless fella is your main sort of enemy, and there's all these little icons that I don't know what they do at the bottom, but you pick up things. I don't know if there's like spells or something. I pressed a couple of buttons, couldn't find it. Maybe someone will explain it to me. I don't know, maybe it's that you have to collect all those bits to get the good ending. I probably should have done my research on this one, but I didn't. It's a strange game in that I think you have to kind of almost forget about fighting the bad guys and just sort of peg it. You can jump on the enemies and it doesn't do you any damage. It doesn't do them any damage. But if you stop, then you can easily get quite overwhelmed. So yeah, I'd probably recommend if you're going to be taking part in this challenge, and you should, that you run like Billy-O as much as you can. Don't worry too much about the power-ups and stuff because they don't seem to do a lot. So apart from the time one, I'm probably completely wrong about that, but we'll see. But yes, and I think we should talk about our genital fact of the week. Now, there's not a lot of recognisable things in this apart from the fellow here, but there is something that looks a bit like a moth that attacks you. So we're going to talk about the hawk moth. Now, this is one fact I got from QI, and if you've seen the episode of QI, you probably know what I'm going to say next. We've got our first, well, I think it's our first animal using their genitals as a weapon. Well, not as a weapon, more as a defensive measure, let's say. So yes, so the hawk moth species, basically they've evolved to use their genitals to basically produce an ultrasonic frequency burst, which will then act as a defense mechanism against bats. So what they do is, as my first credit is up the swanny and down the toilet. So what they do is they basically they have these hard scales on their old boys. If you do have hard scales on your old boy, probably worth seeing the doctor. I know it's going to be a bit awkward, but yeah, probably worth seeing them. And what they do is they jiggle these about and rub them. So they rub their genitals, yes, that creates a sonic wave that deters bats. And it does this, basically it camouflages the moth from the bat's echolocation. So that's a useful trick, isn't it? If you're being pursued by the police, might be worth trying it. Not that police have echolocation, but I just want to see you embarrass yourself in addition to you getting arrested. What have we got coming up on the channel this week? Well, we have got it's wrestling time because it's WrestleMania this weekend, you see. So we've got another wrestling game. We've got Mega CD game called Rage in a Cage, which is bloody awful. So yeah, look forward to that because it was me suffering. Yeah, so that's going to be exciting. Look at the amount of enemies I've got on the screen because I stopped running. There you go. Don't stop running. As the S Club 7 would advise, don't stop moving. And they are indeed sage musicians who were known for getting their ideas off of playing Rygar. And there you go. That's the end of my run. So have a look at the other videos that other people are doing and take part yourself. But until next time, like, subscribe, and K thanks, bye. Also, I like this little message at the end. Yes, I do. I'm going to have another go. Bye.